Yo, what's up with everybody, man? So I'm sitting here and I'm riding, and I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm listening to a mock draft, and Phil Yates and Mel Kiper's mock draft I was listening to, and and they said with the 21st pick, the Pittsburgh Steelers should take Jackson Dart. Well, that's what Phil Yates said. Mel Kiper thinking Mbuka, and I tend to agree with him. If Mbuka is available, we need to take Emeka Mbuka from Ohio State, without a doubt. He's the most pro ready wide receiver. He played like a professional in the playoffs, and the gang had put me on to him. If it wasn't for the gang, look, trucking, you want Restrepo so bad, and I'm like, well, no, I changed my mind with Mbuka. Now I like Mbuka. I seen the way he played. Cause I mean, I evaluated him in the beginning of the season last season. There's videos about him. I think they got taken down. Well, I couldn't monetize the videos. I still think they're up. I still think the videos are up, but I couldn't monetize the videos. You know what I'm saying? But they're still up, I believe. Travis Hunter, Trey Harris, Luther Burton, Emeka Buka, and Xavier Restrepo. I did videos on all three, right? And I kind of broke them down. And I think that, those five guys will all translate over to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? And they'll have their own special skill set. Now, I don't know if Luther Burton will. He seemed a little bit banged up his last year in college, but I want to see what his speed is like and how he translates over to the NFL. But, I knew that Mbuka was very explosive from what my evaluations was last year, right? And I seen him playing for Ohio State, and I seen him in some games, but I didn't see him turn on that pro aspect that made me really like him until the playoffs of last year. And in those circumstances where it was crunch time and it was time to be clutch and it was time to ball out and win, that attitude that I seen in Mbuka and that gear that he kicked in is really what made me, really fall in love with him. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, like, okay, I want this guy for the Steelers. If he's available at 21, we got to get him as a weapon. I think he's one of the best receivers in this year's draft. And they keep saying that these wide receivers are no good and this draft ain't really that good. And I just beg to differ, because I just think that because you're going to get these players that want to develop. Like, that's what this draft is. Like, there's a bunch of guys out there that want to get better. And yeah, granted, they're not going into the NFL. Some of them are not going to the NFL ready to start right now and ready to plug and play. There's not that many guys, but there's a lot of guys that are going to be good pros. We're gonna hear their names on Sunday, and I think that means more than anything sometimes, because when you look at a team like how my Pittsburgh Steelers is, we've missed on a bunch of things. We still need an offensive line. There's a lot of holes to fill on our team, but yet and still, the past three drafts, we have taken offensive linemen and defensive linemen. We cannot afford to go backwards. We can't go backwards. Now, granted, if there's a guy, what do we do with the 21st pick if Walter Nolan or Mike Green or Ryland from Virginia Tech is available? I don't think you could pass on them guys. I think because at that point they will probably be the best available, but and I strongly say this, but there will be people available in free agency to fill the gaps on defense in the NFL. You know what I mean? So we got to get younger on offense. We got to get younger. We have to get younger. We got to get Pickens to help. We got to get Justin Fields to help. And I don't think, and there's no thing with Justin Fields, with Jackson Dart. I like Jackson Dart. I really do. I really like Jackson Dart. I think Jackson Dart is good. You know what I mean? I think he's like one of my four guys that would be successful. I think I got like Kyle McCord. I think that'd be successful at the next level. Jackson Dart. Shador Sanders, Cam Ward. I think Will Howard would be a decent pro. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a couple of quarterbacks that I think that'll translate over and be okay. But Jackson Dart is higher than the rest of them. I think he's very slept on. I think he should be in that realm with Shador and Cam Ward. I think you know what I'm saying, he's not all the way there. But then again, like, he played in the SEC. You know what I'm saying? He played some tough competition that those guys just didn't play. You know what I'm saying? And then when it did come to tough competition in crunch time, those guys couldn't win those games. You know, and neither did Jackson Dart. So, I mean, you can make the argument that he should probably be right there with those guys. But we'll save that for another day. But, you know, I just want to say, I just think that we have to go offense. We have to go heavy with the offense. We have to go heavy with offensive weapons. I'm talking, we get a wide receiver with the first round pick, second round pick, we got to go running back, and then third round pick, we go back to receiver, and then fourth round, you know what I mean? Maybe we slap a cornerback in there if we can get one, a good cornerback. If we can get Noah Williams, you know what I'm saying? If we can get Noah Williams second round, or, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be mad with that if we go Noah Williams from Cal. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, he's a damn good cornerback. He's a damn good cornerback. Like, his recovery is good. He might get beat out that first step, but when you got that ball hawking skill that Noah Williams got, like, that's hard to pass on, and that's something that we need on the other side of Joey Porter Jr. So I don't think that, you know what I'm saying, that we can pass on a player like that. We got to go corners and wide receivers. That's just me, you know, because we haven't hit on these offensive and defensive linemen. And if this year's draft, the offensive linemen to me are just, it's not there this year. I don't think it's it this year. You know what I mean? And unless you're looking at, and let's just be realistic, unless you're looking at one of the two teams who made it to the national championship offensive lineman, I wouldn't even be considering nobody else. But maybe that's just me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's just me, and maybe they will fit on the team. But I just don't see no standouts this year, really. I really don't. You know what I mean? I really don't see no standouts this year to me that's going to be able to go and start right away and make a difference. Like, you're going to have to develop those guys. And if we're going to pick and develop, we already got guys that been developing for 2 to 3 years now. It's about time for these guys to step up and become a starter, or at least for us to give them a chance and see what they got out there. I mean, we had them for 2 or 3 years on the roster. By now, they got to be able or be ready to start, be developed enough to start, hit the field, and let's see what these guys got, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got the offensive linemen on the team. It's just about time that we playing these guys, man, and getting these guys on the field and acclimated to the game and this offense, man, because it's just ridiculous that they're just sitting there and we're not utilizing these guys. But yeah, like, hands down, and we got Justin Fields. I'm still strong on Justin Fields right now. Justin Fields should not go anywhere. Justin Fields should not go anywhere. Period. I already know. I just dropped my Steelers talk today, but still, like, it just really got me fired up when I heard that we need to take Jackson Dart, because a lot of people don't believe in Justin Fields. Like, he's never had an offense back to back years to work in, and now that he does, I think Justin Fields is going to make it. But we'll see. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. All right. Pray for me. I pray for y'all. Peace.